So, Unrivaled is over, and I'm going to make a video talking about some of the nonsense that has happened in the fallout of this Unrivaled championship, but I'm just going to talk about the game. I'm going to talk a little bit about the game, and I'm going to talk about the team that won. And you know what? Like, I am happy that the Rose won. I am really happy the Rose won. Because would not have been happy if the Lunar or if the Vinyl won. Imagine going 5-9 in the regular season and winning. It would have been pathetic. But the final was last night, and the Rose won by 8. Brittany Sykes won it on a free throw after getting a nice and one. And the Vinyl looked good going into halftime. Like, Ryan Howard was 5 of 10. She then went 3 of 12 for the rest of the game. She hit a big three-pointer, but I'm going to say this about Ryan Howard. She was really good in the defensive end. I thought she did a really, really good job of guarding Chelsea Gray. Like, I thought the best player on the night was Brittany Sykes for the Rose. And in fairness, Chelsea Gray, she hit Azare a good few times. Like, Chelsea Gray made one unbelievable pass. And that's the one thing I'll always say is, Chelsea Gray is not the playmaker Caitlin Clark is. She's not even close to the playmaker. Because playmaking involves, like, manipulating defense stuff. She is a better passer. She is a better at throwing the ball from A to B. And, like, the angles that she hits on pass are crazy. She threw one, like, weird spinny pass where it bounced, like, 3 times into Sykes for an open layup. And I'm like, holy crap. But, yeah, like, Jordan Canada really struggled. The best player for the Vinyl was Aaliyah Boston. She didn't play that much, but Aaliyah Boston, like, and that's the one thing I'm so happy that I saw. I'm like, thank the Lord. Because Aaliyah Boston did not show up in match sharpness last year. I'm not going to accuse her of showing up out of shape, but she did not show up in match sharpness. She literally grabbed the rebound, went coast to coast, and made a layup. I'm like, thank God. Thank God, Aaliyah. That is what we've been hoping to see the whole time. Thank God you did that. But, yeah, so in this game right here, the first half, it was kind of back and forth, and then the Vinyl hit a couple of buckets going into halftime. And then in the third quarter, the Rose came back a little bit. I think the Rose went on a 6-0 run, if I'm not mistaken, to start the second half, to go from down 5 to up 1. And it was neck and neck. And then Ryan Howard hit a crazy three-point shot to make it to give the Vinyl the lead. And then Chelsea Gray chucks from three-quarter court and hits the rim, bounces super high to go and get a 2-point lead. They went and got the 2-point lead, and from then, that was the game winner. That was the game winner because the Vinyl were shook. Like, they're down, I think they're down 3 points. De'Erica Hamby fouled on a very easy layup. She should have got the and one. Free throw, brick. The thing, they come down and score. The Rose come down to score. Then Ryan Howard gets fouled, I think, to make it a 3-point game. Brick. And it was just GG's from there. It was game over. It was game over. Like, the one thing the Rose did, and I think that this is a, like, very much big thing when it came to the Rose, is that the Rose played better in the clutch than any team throughout the entirety of Unrivaled. Like, if a game was close, it seemed like the Rose won, especially once Chelsea Gray started going on a heater. Like, let's just look. I hate the way you can't even see, like, a schedule for a team. It just puts you in the main schedule. But it doesn't really matter. So if you look at where the Rose played, and this was a neck-and-neck game down the stretch. The Laces blew it against the Rose. The Laces really blew it. Like, the Laces at one stage had, like, the Rose won again 63-57. But, like, the Laces, it looked like they had it. It looked like they had it early. Like, they were up 11 points. Whereas they were up 13 points before, like, in the third quarter. It looked like it was over. It looked like the Laces had it won. And then Chelsea Gray scored, like, 21 straight points, and they didn't guard her any differently. They guarded her the exact same way as they would have had she been shooting terribly. It was madness. The Laces coaching pro basketball is crazy. But, like, if you look again at the Rose, they lost to Lunar Elves comfortably. Beat the Laces in a close one. They went and they lost to the Mist. The Mist were trying towards the end. They beat the Phantom. In a lot of close games, they played really well. And they played really, really well after the break. And all that was gone into Chelsea Gray. And look, like, I'm somebody that has probably been one of Chelsea Gray's on this platform's loudest critics. And the thing is with Chelsea Gray is that she can score. Like, she can really, really score. And I don't think anyone should deny that. Like, her ability to shot create is crazy. Like, she genuinely has an ability to create shots. And that's the one thing she showed in 2022. The one thing I will say this about her is that there is absolutely no way that Chelsea Gray in a 5v5 setting at this point in time is Chelsea Gray. She can still create. But like Chelsea Gray, who was never fast, she is the slowest point guard in the WNBA. And it's fine. Like, it's fine saying that she's still a starting level point guard. She's still maybe in the top 50% of starting level point guards, which is actually crazy. But it will be a very interesting thing to see what happens coming into the WNBA season. And again, if it turns out that she does carry this over, that if she carries this over and like becomes, well, she can carry this over and and play like the best player. Like, look, she was probably the second best player in Unrivaled in the regular season. And in the playoffs, she was the best player. Clearly, she was the best player in the playoffs by quite a lot. And if she can somehow carry that over and make the All-W first team, yeah, I'll admit defeat in my Chelsea Gray slander, but we got to see it first. And I'm not judging anything by Unrivaled. I'm not judging anything at all by Unrivaled. Like, this is 3-on-3 basketball. I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to judge by 3-on-3, the best 3-on-3 women's basketball player in the world is Hailey Van Lith. And Hailey Van Lith might go in the third round of this year's draft. Like, what are we talking about? But anyway, yeah. Big win, though, for the Rose. And I have to say, like, the others really stepped up because Ryan Howard locked up Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, in fairness, Chelsea Gray was cooking Jordan Canada quite a bit. But I thought Ryan Howard did an unbelievable job in the defensive end. Like, on Chelsea Gray. Genuinely. And then on the opposite end, Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard's the most frustrating player to watch play basketball because when Ryan Howard is shooting well, she can look like the best player in the WNBA. And when she's not shooting well, she just lets it fly. Like, it does. She has the least conscience I've ever seen of a player. And she's a 6'2" wing with defense. Like, I do stand by this. She is Juju without the PR. Like, that is one of the things with Ryan Howard. But if Ryan Howard, like, her percentages don't look that bad. 22 and 22 shots. It still is crazy. But still. Finals MVP, Chelsea Gray getting it. I still think Chelsea Gray deserved the Finals MVP. She hit the big shots, even though I think she deserved something out of the year. Even though on the day she was not their best player, Brittany Sykes was. Azare, in fairness, got spoon-fed quite a lot of stuff from Chelsea Gray, but like Sykes was the best player on the day. No question about that. Brittany Sykes was their best player. But considering what Chelsea Gray did in the semi-final, yeah, give her the Finals MVP. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. See you guys.